Dude, if you thought this one was bad, you should have. I know you never watched any debates. Should have seen the one with Hillary. He was
Oh,
like
boy.
stalking her
Oh.
because they were able to like get up from their seats and
where he
like
was
take
following
questions
her
and
around.
walk
Oh, yeah,
around and
yeah.
stuff. Every time she turned around, he'd just be breathing down her neck.
That's in the second debate, right? Where they're
Yeah, I
able to
think
take
yeah.
questions
It
and
was
stuff.
ugly.
See,
It was ugly.
During
And
the
I,
debate, I'm like, this is why I stick to sports.
One.
all right. All
right.
right.
It's Friday, baby.
It is Friday.
Wake up.
New day, new episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't, please go subscribe to our YouTube page, Instagram, or Facebook as well. You know,
Go,
you could
go,
do
go,
the whole
right now.
trifecta.
Stop what you're doing right now.
Right now, stop
Right
what you're
now.
doing. Go subscribe. We got beautiful Ollie in production.
Hey guys.
All right, we got my co-host, my friend Danny Blue Eyes,
Woo!
and over here you got your host Yassi. What up? What up?
What's up, my man?
What up, brother?
It's Friday.
It's
This is always my
Friday.
favorite show because we're doing the NFL picks.
We're doing the pick. We're
You
giving
know,
free picks.
Giving free picks.
Free picks.
Free picks. Free picks weekly.
Yes.
I mean, how's your week been, though? Has it been good? It's been busy, huh?
Good. It's been
A little
very busy.
stressful.
A lot of different guests. Been having fun with it though, because everybody brings in a different, side to the
Exactly.
podcast.
Yep.
You get to learn different things from every single person, which is kind of very cool.
Got actors, fitness, UFC.
Yeah,
You
yep,
name it, man.
yep,
You
yep.
name it.
Yep, we've been doing a lot of different things, so it's been very, very joyful so far.
You've been
enjoying the hell out of
you've
it.
been keeping up with working out, or
Oh yeah.
you're looking a little
Oh,
slimmer,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Thank you.
A little
thank you,
bit
thank
slimmer,
Well,
you know?
I've been going to the F45,
I know that shit kicks your ass, man.
and I've been going to the UFC gym. So
Double whammy, dude.
let's go.
We both did that F45 on Wednesday. Whew. I was
Oh.
dripping sweat. You know,
Yeah.
I was wearing that bandana, and at the end of the workout, because I got no hair to catch the freaking sweat, so
Yep.
it all just drips into my eyes.
Yep.
And they were playing that loud techno music. I couldn't see. The
Yep.
guys like doing
Yeah,
jumping
but you're
jacks in front.
sweating.
Oh yeah.
You are sweating.
Sweating.
You want to burn calories.
Oh, that's the place to be. I could actually feel it. I see myself like a little slimmer. I could almost
Yeah.
see my abs again.
Yeah,
for
at
the first
45.
time in
And
a
we only
while.
done it for a couple of times.
Only a couple times, yeah.
And I did it the right way this time. I went over there because the first couple of times I was like, I couldn't move. I got halfway through the workout.
Yeah.
This time I went. I pushed myself very hard, but I pushed it in the right way. Like I didn't just give only the first 20 minutes. I kind of like,
Yeah, that's what I did too. I
Yeah.
didn't drink Red Bull. I
No.
gradually built up.
just exactly. I did it the right way. When I felt like I was about to crash, I'd stop, have a sip
Okay.
of water, use
Yeah.
my towel, and just like breathe. Like my legs were killing me.
Because remember the first time
First
I
time we
threw
couldn't-
up.
we couldn't get
remember
through-
I threw up the first time.
We couldn't get
halfway through.
Yeah,
I threw up.
We couldn't finish the workout.
I
You
remem-
threw up.
I threw up.
I
Yeah.
couldn't get through
That's
the
how
workout.
intense it was.
The girls were all like tomatoes.
Yep.
It was just we did not.
I remember Michael, while I was throwing up in the bathroom, he's like, "Get out here, Danny Blue Eyes. This won't be the first time you throw up." I turned my head. I'm yakking in the toilet. I'm like, "What the fuck is this guy on?" What you mean this ain't my first time gonna throw up?
We did not-
You're saying this is gonna be a daily,
Yes.
weekly thing? Because I don't know, man.
We did not look good as a unit. We looked
You
very
know?
weak. We
Uh-huh.
looked very weak as a trendy
As a
husky
unit,
Yeah,
uh,
no. It looked very bad.
right.
Next week, we're going to pull a couple more workouts together.
Actually, I've been doing some casual lifting too at the park.
Okay.
Actually, strange thing happened. This really hasn't really happened to me before. Maybe it's happened to you.
Okay.
So I'm out there just doing curls at the park, right?
Okay.
You know, got the shirt off,
Got
but
it.
whatever.
Okay.
Trying to get a little bit of a tan. And this one guy keeps talking to me. This one guy's, just looks like a normal dude in his 30s.
Oh, I know where
right?
this is going.
And he started making conversation with me, like, where'd you get those free weights and stuff? And I'm thinking, just like,
He's just asking a
yeah,
question.
in my head, I'm just like, okay, like, I don't really like talking to people in
I
general.
know you.
Especially when I'm working out,
I know
you know?
I know you.
Especially when I'm working out, I'm like, oh, I just got them at the store and ended it like
Yeah.
that. And then I start working out some more, and then he says something else again, right?
Uh-huh.
But he said something like kind of under his breath, like maybe where I couldn't hear it.
Uh-huh.
But he looked right at me, so I was like, hey, what's up, man? Like, what did you say? And he's like, it's like already hard enough to work out here because it's so hot. But then
Right.
you got you, which
Right.
you're really distracting as
And you're
well.
fucking talking into your breath
Yeah.
too. Oh, okay.
And he's like, and you're really distracting as
this,
well.
this took a different direction than I
Oh.
thought she was going. I
No.
thought she was gonna hit on you or something.
I think no, he was. He basically said, "Hey, it's really hot. It's hard to work out here, especially with you standing there with your shirt off. You're very
he was
distracted."
working out too.
He was working out too.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, that's exactly what I thought he was
After
going.
he
Okay.
said that, after he's like, you're really distracting. I didn't say anything. I picked up my weights and walked to the car, and I got out of there. I was gone, dude. I didn't even say
Ooh,
anything.
You got a boyfriend?
I didn't even say anything, man. I was like, nope,
What? First of all,
nope. What do you say to that? Like,
you don't. You say thank you and you keep working out.
Exactly.
But
You
this
say
is-
so
thank
I
you.
keep working out there doing curls
Yes.
while he's looking at me.
Yeah.
That's creepy, man.
Dude,
Is that's creepy?
It's not.
I think it's creepy.
I've had it happen multiple times. And literally, I'd just be doing whatever. And I don't care. That's why you have headphones.
So
That's why you put
I
your
want to
head-
ask all the straight dudes out there: can you continue
Wait,
working out?
I'm a freaking straight dude right
Okay,
here. What
well,
does that even mean?
Because I want to know people's opinion on this. I have nothing against them at all.
Okay.
Nothing against it. But I'm just saying, if you're standing there,
I used to be a flight attendant at one point.
but if well,
I
yeah.
had people working on me all the time that were bisexual or gay.
Okay, so if you're standing there working out with your shirt off and you know a gay guy keeps looking at you,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's going to make you feel uncomfortable? No?
Let me tell you. Let me explain to you another way. How do you think girls feel like if they were in your situation? Because it happens to girls all the time.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
All the
I'm
time.
all
sure it
the
doesn't
time.
feel
She's
good
at a
for them.
park working out, and there's always some creep who's gonna
Yeah.
come and say the wrong
Okay,
thing to her.
I see that. Yeah.
Hold
Okay.
up, not even at the park working out. I could be walking down the street with my kids and I'll get hit on. With my children. It happens all.
There you go.
Okay,
time.
all I was saying is I'd rather not be there in that situation. So I picked up my weights and
in
left.
a perfect world, sir. You don't. You live in a creepy world. You live in
All right.
2020.
But
get used
when
to
you're
it.
in a creepy situation,
Yeah,
you
but-
could get yourself out of it.
Here is my question: who lost the most in that situation? It was you, because you stopped your workout, you picked up your shit, and you went home.
I didn't. No, I didn't lose.
Why
I
is
went
that?
home and locked my doors. And I sat with my puppies.
it's like I did not
I
lose.
did not lose. There's nothing about
I
me.
do not see any
No,
situation
No.
where I lost.
I don't. It wasn't beneficial for me to stay there.
Well, I think you stopping your workout was just that. What do you think he was gonna do? Like,
I don't
was
know.
gonna molest you in the middle of the park? That's not gonna happen. Okay, I'm saying.
Okay,
What,
I was
he's-
just saying it was
he's
a
looking.
strange scenario for me. That's all.
It happens.
All right, well,
freaking
it's never
happens.
happened to me before, so
Dude, it's 2020. You gotta be cool.
I
with this
guess.
stuff.
Well, I do live in a neighborhood though, so I mean.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's a
What-
gay neighborhood?
The neighborhood I live in,
Yeah.
yeah, in Long Beach.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like a little neighborhood there.
I did not
Yeah,
know that.
yeah.
I did not know that. That's actually new.
They
to
actually
me.
got a bunch of gay bars right there in that neighborhood.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
that's
right
true. I
there,
did
yeah.
see one with the gay flag over there. That's true.
Yeah, they got
down
the
street
rainbows and
Yeah,
stuff
the
like
rainbow.
that.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got the crosswalks with the rainbows in them too. That's
Yeah,
how
the
you know
cro-
it's legit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they paint it on the
Okay,
street.
I've seen one of them over there, but I didn't think the whole neighborhood was. Oh, okay.
Actually, a funny story. My buddy Frog.
Yeah,
You remember
yeah,
Frog?
yeah.
When he first moved into Long Beach, he actually he just went out by himself. In the neighborhood that I live in.
Uh-oh.
He just went to a bar there, and he sat down at a bar and got a drink, and the bartender, bought him a drink. And he's like, oh, that's kind of strange, a guy bartender that never, ever has happened. He didn't know he was in a gay neighborhood at all. And then this bartender kept buying him drinks and drinks over and over again. And he's like, all right, something's up
Something's
now.
up.
So he asked the bartender, like, yo, what
Why
is
you
going on? What is
Oh,
going on?
wow.
So then he found out the hard way.
That goatee worked for the bartender.
I guess so.
Shout out to
guess so.
Frog, by the way. We miss you, buddy. We do. All right, let's get into some action.
All right, let's do it.
Let's get into
we
the
diving
picks.
into?
We're gonna dive into the picks first because
NFL right away?
NFL
All
right
right.
away.
Did you catch that game last night by
I did.
chance?
I did. Jets versus Broncos.
Yeah,
what do you
that's what you
make of
say
that?
about. I don't know. I
What do you
mean,
make of that?
obviously,
that was ugly.
It was a Thursday night game, so obviously I bet on the Jets.
Okay.
Of
course.
Not of course I bet on the
You-
Jets, but
you-
yeah,
well,
I
it's the
needed
Jets
to place
versus
a
the
bet.
Broncos, so that's
The
why I was
Broncos
like,
were starting their third string QB.
right.
So I was like, all right, let's ride the Jets.
You didn't even know who
I didn't know who the guy
I
was,
who the hell is
Ripon
this
or
guy?
whatever. He came from the practice squad. No
Yep.
idea. So I rolled Sam Darnold and the Jets. Oddly, it was an entertaining game, though. I mean, I can't really complain because for 3.5 hours, it kept me, edge
Yep,
of the
yep,
seat.
yep.
If I didn't bet on that game, obviously I wouldn't really have cared at all. But, I threw a couple $100 on the game, and it ended
That's
up
how you
being
made it
entertaining.
fun.
Yeah,
That's how you
I
made it
made
fun.
So
Yep.
I don't really want to go into any analysis of that game. The Jets stink. Broncos are not that great either. So
He's like the Jets stinks. Do the Broncos stand a chance to make the playoffs?
right now,
With
no.
that shady team?
Well, it's not a shady team. It's just they're hurt everywhere.
They are
They didn't
hurt
expect.
everywhere.
Their starter,
That's why I
the
call them a
starting
shady
QB
team.
went out. Their ends, their receivers. The Broncos. A lot of teams are hurt, but the Broncos are one of the teams that really lost some key players.
Yeah.
That hurt them.
And
So-
plus 1 and 3 does not help for sure.
No.
All right. Moving on to the first game of the week. It's going to
do
be
it.
the Saints versus the Lions.
Oh wow, the
We
Saints.
got-
Oh man.
Old Drew Brees.
Oh man. How many watching the
Versus-
game last
I just
Sunday?
can't stand them anymore.
How
I'm
hilarious!
sorry.
No, honestly though, how hilarious was it that the Packers could not stop Kamara?
They
Because
couldn't.
you knew Drew wasn't
Yeah.
going to throw the ball down the field.
By the way,
that's the thing.
I was taking bets with everyone around.
time.
I was like, hey,
Every single play.
like anyone who would just show up, whether they knew football or not knowing football, whoever showed up to that room watching the game that day, I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna bet you $5 on the next play. He's gonna hand it to one dude and one dude only.
You're
boom,
a rich
$5.
man.
Oh, yeah, I'm
but
a
no one
rich
wanted
man.
to. No one
Nobody-
wanted to take your bet.
After they
obviously.
lost like 20 times, like they wanted to
No one
like
wanted to
no
take
more,
it back.
more part
It was
of
amazing.
I
It's
was-
like Drew would go to lock up, and you thought you were throwing it deep.
Yeah, it was like
No.
75% of the time it was to like Kamara, and 20% of the time was like Murray, and like
Yeah.
maybe like 5% like he'll throw it just to be like,
Maybe.
I've got an arm still,
Maybe.
but it was like
But
a
yeah, no.
5 yard, like 10, nothing too impressive.
Yeah, you were really laying it on Breeze
was- I
there. You
was
were
like,
laying
I
it
can't
on. You
stand
were
his
not-
ass.
yeah.
I cannot stand his ass. Okay, so the line right now it is at let me see what the line is at.
Is it 5? Still 4, 5?
It's 4.5.
4.5?
Yeah, the Saints are favored by 4.5,
Saints are going on the road.
and they are on the road.
Saints are on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, as of now, I don't know if the Saints have Michael Thomas back or not yet. Obviously, looking at their offense, he's a big part of it because Drew doesn't trust throwing it past 10 yards to anyone else besides Michael Thomas.
Yep.
I think Michael Thomas.
So he is returning this week.
He is.
Which is
Okay,
good.
that
Cool,
is good.
cool. Yeah.
Um,
So do you see his? Well, now he has to throw the ball a little bit.
He does. He'll have to, especially because Detroit showed a lot last week, winning in Arizona. I think getting Kenny Galladay back was a big boost for them.
Yep.
Because Stafford loved throwing to him down the field. I got the Saints winning a close game here, but I would take the Lions with the points. But I got the Saints winning by a field goal. So if you want to play the Saints on the money line, if not, I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think Detroit is as bad as their record says it is. I mean, they went into Arizona. Arizona's a really talented team. And
Well, they
won that
should have
game.
beat the Bears.
They should have beat the Bears.
They should have. They should have. They should have a much better record than they have.
Well,
right
I
now, for
mean,
sure.
yeah, they're 1-2. They probably
Yeah.
should be 2-1.
Yeah.
They're at home. It looks like they're getting a little bit healthy again. So
Yep.
I wouldn't lay too much money on the Saints. If you want to play on the money line, that's fine. Maybe I got this game around like 26-23, 27-23 Saints.
So you got. I'm gonna actually start writing down our picks because
go
we
for it.
usually do after the show. So you got Saints, but you don't have them covering the 4.5.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I got the Saints as well, just because of the return of Murray.
Or
Uh,
Thomas.
I'm sorry.
Michael
I'm sorry.
Thomas,
Yeah, my bad.
It
My bad. The
definitely
return
makes a
of
big
Thomas.
difference, Yeah.
Kamara looks really good.
Oh, yeah. He's
Every time he gives him the ball, he makes something happen.
exciting.
Exciting, man. Here's my question before I even make my pick. How do you stop a Kamara?
You learn how to tackle.
Okay.
You
Because
tackle with your-
because I saw you
you
scream
tackle
at the
with-
TV because we had money on the Packers that day, and I saw you scream at
Well,
the TV.
I
and was
mean,
like,
okay, yes, Kamara.
What do you want him to do?
Okay, well,
It's-
no. Kamara,
Kid, he's fast.
Kamara is a beast, no
Yeah.
doubt about it. But
Yeah.
the way the Packers were tackling was absolutely pathetic.
Oh, yeah, for
on
sure.
that one touch, on that little screen pass to the outside he had where he took it 70 yards.
Yep.
Dude, the Packers players were they were throwing their
Yeah.
shoulders. They weren't even wrapping up. They weren't doing. It was a pitiful display of tackling, but also, tip of the cap to Kamara. But I mean, come on, what happened to wrapping up? You don't just throw your shoulder and head at someone's legs, especially someone as big and strong as Kamara.
Yep.
Learn how to wrap up. Come on, this is freaking. Learn that in Pee Wee football.
I feel you.
Pop
Okay.
Warner, dog.
I do have the Saints, but I have them covering.
Okay.
Just because I feel like Detroit are after losing that game to the Bears the way they did, they are banged up a little bit. Galway just made his return.
He looked good.
He looked good in the first game
Yeah.
for sure. I think that's gonna build some confidence, but I don't see them bouncing back against the Saints team.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. I think the Saints win by at least a touchdown.
All right.
Yep. All right, so the next one, we've got the Chargers versus the Buccaneers.
Chargers and Bucks. Okay.
Chargers are the underdogs by a touchdown.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bucks are going home. I heard the Bucks don't have Chris Godwin this week, which I think will make a little bit of a difference. But as of right now, I mean, the Chargers have to travel across the country. I mean, going from LA to Tampa Bay, that never bodes well. That 6-hour trip. I got the Bucks winning. I say they cover here. I mean,
Me
think
too.
I think the Bucks win like a 27-17 game.
Yeah.
I could see them winning right around like 10 points or so.
Yeah, I do have the Bucks covering. I do have them covering with over a touchdown for
See,
sure.
the thing with the Chargers right now too is
They're
they-
a new team.
Well, they're a new
They're a
team.
new team, and I feel like a lot of people gave them. And by the way, they deserve the credit for the way they played versus the Chiefs. Even though they lost that
100%,
game,
they do.
But remember, this is a new QB in the league. There's not
Yeah,
enough.
you're gonna get your ups and downs. He showed
yeah.
that he could make some big time throws, but he's also made some questionable decisions.
for sure. And there's not even enough footage about him, out
Not
there.
yet.
So not yet. So I'm
that's
saying.
what, it makes it always a little scary betting against someone
Yeah,
like Herbert.
for sure,
But,
absolutely, because
I
you don't
mean-
know what he's gonna bring that day.
I-
But he looks like he's talented. He has made a couple
He
of
does.
mistakes.
He moves well for a big guy.
does.
6'6", 240.
Yep.
Usually you don't see a guy move that well.
No.
A QB. Usually
Yeah.
someone that big, they're more of a statue.
What's
in
with the
pocket.
Chargers and liking their big QBs? I mean,
I mean,
They're
Philip
lo-
wasn't. I mean,
he was big. He was a
not-
big
yeah,
boy.
Not as big as
Not as
Herbert.
Ben.
I'm just
but
saying,
Not
no,
as
I
a
mean,
big. Not as big. Not as big as Herbert or Big Ben, but he's a pretty big QB.
Yeah, I mean, but
It's just I don't know.
No,
This-
all right,
they,
all right. No.
They have what do you call it? They have a type. There you go. They have a type.
Well, that's
so.
the prototypical type you look for when you're drafting a quarterback. But I heard Melvin Ingram's hurt for this game, so he may not go, and also their left tackle as well could be out, so that could play a big difference. Because the Bucks defense actually, is looking like legit. They're gonna come after this rookie. The Bucks love to blitz. I feel like they're gonna put pressure on him. As I said, I think the Bucks cover here, 27-17.
Okay, I do have them covering by a touchdown. I think they're gonna be. I think it's gonna be at least. I
Okay,
feel like
yeah.
it's gonna be the 10 points.
If you don't feel confident in them covering, I definitely like. I'll probably put the Bucks in one of my teasers,
For
like
sure.
a 2 or 3 team
Yep,
teaser, because
yep.
you could tease them down to -1. So that's basically straight up winning at
Yeah,
home
yeah,
against
yeah,
a
I
team
agree.
traveling across the country.
All right, we got the Jaguars. They are going to be playing at Bengals,
Oh.
and they are the Jaguars
good
are
game.
underdogs by 3.
By 3, that
By
makes
3
sense.
field goal.
I mean, the Jags actually played well the first few games, and then last week they put up a duck against Miami at home. I mean, anytime you get blown out by Miami, that's got to scare anyone right now. On the other side, the Bengals, they look okay. They look okay for the Bengals' expectations. Joe Burrow is actually looking solid. They went into Philly last week. They could have won that game. Obviously, they ended up tying.
Yeah.
Bengals at home. I got Joe Burrow winning his first game here as an
You
NFL
do?
starter. I think this
Huh.
is where he gets his first win. He's playing well right now. The Jags defense is a complete mess. If Miami's able to put up 30-plus points on you, I think Burrow has an opportunity. Obviously, you can never feel too confident betting on the Bengals, but
Do you have
if
them
you're gonna-
covering the 3?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take the Bengals -3. I see this game as like a 24-20 game. Burrow getting his first win, but I mean,
I got the Jags on this one. I got the Jags. So of course they're gonna cover, but because they're the underdog. But I don't know. They played shitty versus the Dolphins.
Yeah,
they
that's
they
understandable.
played
They
good the
played bad.
first game. I don't
Yeah,
know. It's one of those.
it is. That's the thing.
Kind of like I don't know. You don't know what they're gonna bring again. Same problem. Bengals, they're 0-3?
0-2-1.
Oh,
Because they tied.
Yes, they tied the
They
freaking
tied.
Eagles. That's right. I forgot
They
about
did.
that. So I don't know, man. I do see a future for that QB. I like Burrow a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have him. I don't have him winning this game.
This
So
is
I
a
have-
good spot for him to get his first win.
It is though.
It's a good
It is.
spot.
If he,
It's a good
I
spot.
agree with you. I feel like if there isn't any better time than to win
Oh,
at
yeah,
home
right here.
versus. I'm not gonna say a very weak Jags. It just depends which Jags is gonna show up that day.
Okay.
But you should take advantage of that team. I don't know if he
Yeah,
will.
that defense has a lot of holes. I mean,
They do.
expect Burrow to
Yeah.
have a big day. He should.
Yep, I'm gonna go with Minshew on this one.
All right.
All right.
It's hard to go against Minshew. He's a cool ass
yep,
dude,
he
man.
is a very cool ass dude. All right,
He's
next.
doing it right.
He is doing it right. Do you like that mustache?
Of course. Of course. Come on. It's not even, it's just the confidence he has with the mustache, too, you know? He just makes him.
Yeah, man, and he's a very cool dude, anyways, even off camera. All right, Seahawks versus
right.
the Dolphins.
All right.
I got okay. So the
What's the
line
line
is
here?
-7,
-7?
for the
Okay,
Seahawks,
that
of
makes
course.
sense.
They are playing at Dolphins.
Okay.
What do you got?
I mean, obviously, I got the Seahawks in this game. I actually think they're going to win right around a touchdown. This is actually the longest road trip that any NFL team could make, going from Seattle to Miami, especially on a little shortened week. To think that obviously Russell Wilson's in MVP form and no one could stop him. So I see the Seahawks putting
Is
up.
he finally gonna get some votes this year?
He
for
has
the first
to.
for the first time.
14 touchdowns.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. He's been playing
3
on
games.
fire this year. And by the
My
way,
$100 bet on him's looking good. At
oh,
the
you
beginning
have
of the season,
you put 100 on
at
Russell?
18-1. $100. So yeah. So I had a feeling, everyone.
That's a. Why didn't you
What?
tell me about it?
What you mean? I
Oh
don't.
my God.
What?
This is
I
what
make-
we do
I
in this
make
show.
plenty- I make
We
plenty
come
bets.
and we talk about each
I
other's
know.
bets.
All right. Well,
God, Danny Blue Eyes. Damn
he's a
it.
front runner now.
Screw
as of
so
right
I'm,
now.
I'm getting half just by default because you didn't tell me about it. I feel like that's how it should go.
Half,
So I'm getting
okay.
half right now.
No, the bet's looking good though. I'm excited.
Get an
I
extra
placed it,
$900 in the account. It's gonna be looking
not too
good.
bad.
It's gonna be looking good. All right, do you have him covering the 7?
I have this game right at 7. The only thing that worries me about Seattle's a little bit is that their pass defense has been getting torched lately. It's been allowing over 400 yards a game.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick could obviously move the ball. He has shown that. I mean,
I love
hey,
Fitzpatrick. That's why I'm chuckling
Yeah,
because
he's-
I think he's a great quarterback. I think he's very underrated.
I mean, sometimes Fitzpatrick will, I mean, yeah, he has those games where,
It throws so
yeah,
many
yeah.
interceptions and stuff.
But
True, yeah.
sometimes he just is slinging
On
the
fire,
ball.
yeah. He
And
has
the
an
thing is,
arm.
it just seems like he plays so carefree.
Yeah.
Just like no
Yeah.
no
He doesn't
worry,
care.
no anything.
He
like,
fits
no
very well in that
expectations.
dolphin kind of,
He
hey,
does.
hey
It's a
man,
perfect-
just like, because
Perfect. No,
Oh.
I got the Seahawks winning this game. I mean, if you want to lay the 7, I mean, I should go for it. If not, tease them down to 1. I definitely like them in like a Seahawks-Bucks teaser.
Yeah, that's
Bring
what
it
I-
down to -1 each
I have
game.
I have
That's
him in
not bad
both
at
my
all.
teasers this
Okay,
week.
that's good.
Yeah, I do have him in both my teasers. I do have the Seahawks around 7 too.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have him around
Let's say
7
like
as well.
28-20 Seahawks win this
Yeah,
game.
I see them winning by a touchdown. I could see them
Touchdown to
winning by
10
more,
points, okay.
but I don't know. I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd be careful with that 7. And I'm not a big fan of buying points. So this is a perfect kind of like choice for a teaser. Any teaser, whether it's a 2-team, 3-team teaser,
Yeah.
sweetheart teaser, this would be great for it. I say go. You gotta have the Seahawks in your teasers this week. All right. To the next one, we've got what do you got? The Vikings versus the Texans.
These are two 0-3 teams, huh?
The Vikings are 3.5. They're underdog by
Yeah, 3.5. It's in Houston.
It's
I mean,
rough, man. I mean, I keep feeling bad for Houston. I don't
yeah,
know.
they
have
obviously
the
they had a
roughest
tough start. They had a
schedule.
real tough start.
Not a tough start.
Well, yeah, the schedule.
you start-
They're 0-3. That's
Yeah.
a tough start, man.
Chiefs, Baltimore,
And then
Steelers.
They actually played pretty well. It was good to see Deshaun Watson play well in Pittsburgh.
I had him.
They went toe to toe. Yeah, I know you had them.
Yeah,
last
I had
week.
them winning that.
Hey, they went toe to toe
They
with
did.
Pittsburgh. In Pittsburgh, so definitely impressive there. Minnesota should have won at home against Tennessee. That was
They
a back
did.
and forth game.
Even with the Packers during those first 2-3 quarters, That first game, it was a very back and forth kind of game, and then of course Aaron Rodgers became
pulled
Aaron
away,
Rodgers,
yeah.
pulled away. But yeah, it was a
I mean,
very.
they are both. This is a tough spot for both teams, both 0-3, especially with a lot of talent. But it's in Houston. Houston's been playing a little bit better. I feel like Minnesota still, they traded away a few defensive starters, and it's showing. I mean, when was the last time Minnesota's defense been this bad? They've always really held their hat on having a solid, stout defense.
Yep.
I got Houston winning this game. You said 3.5?
Yep.
Okay, I got Houston covering. I think it's like 27-21 Texans in this game.
Yeah, I have Houston covering as well, and I think they're both in the same position, 0-3. Both good teams.
Whoever thought the Vikings going? Both these teams.
Both these teams, exactly.
Teams
Whether
be
Houston,
0-3,
the only reason why I'm having Houston winning and covering, it's because Houston's schedule. I feel like, oh my God, you go from Chiefs to a Baltimore to a Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if anyone has a reason to be 0-3, it's definitely Houston.
It's definitely the Texans.
It's definitely Houston.
Let's see if they could get on board.
If they lose this week again, that's when I'm gonna start pumping my brakes on Houston, and I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, maybe there is more over there I need to see. Maybe they're not as good this year as they were the year before or whatever. And the other reason why I'm picking Houston is, you said it, the Vikings defense. It's definitely
been torched.
No, and those trades showed. I mean, the trades they made with
getting
defense.
rid of some stuff. Of course.
It showed. So you have the Texans, my friend.
I got the Texans winning this game. I mean, obviously, you don't want to ever feel too confident betting on an 0-3 team.
I do have. So do you have them covering the 3? I do have them covering.
I got them covering 3.5.
Cool. All right. Next one, we got the. This is going to be a fun one. The Browns versus the Cowboys.
Browns-Cowboys. What's the line at?
Let me check that out for you, my friend. The Cowboys versus.
Was it 4? I want to say it's 4 points.
I don't want to just say the wrong thing because people would torch me out there.
If I had to guess here, I would say the Browns 4.5.
Yeah, I can't find the line right now.
I want to say it's between 4 and 5. I mean, right now, obviously, Cowboys are 1 and 2. The Browns are? What are the Browns? Browns are 2-1, aren't they? Yeah, because they won last week, and then they actually they beat Washington, and then they beat Cincinnati.
It is 4.5.
Yeah, it is 4.5.
Yeah,
okay.
so 4.5.
It's in Dallas, though, right?
It is in Dallas. The Dallas are favorite by 4.5.
I mean, obviously, right now it's hard to bet on Dallas, especially the way that they have been playing. But I mean, I do like the Cowboys in this spot just because the Browns defense has been pretty shaky. I mean, they were gashed by the Bengals. I mean, what did Burrows throw it for, like 450 yards on them? I mean,
do you have them covering?
I do. I think the Cowboys win this game by 6 points. I'm still not high on the Browns, even though they're 2-1 right now. I mean, come on. They beat Washington and they beat the Bengals. I don't want to put too much stake in it. Yeah. Dak should have a big game here. They're 1 and 2. They're at home. They're pretty healthy right now. Obviously, the Cowboys are a mess on defense, but, I mean, I still don't believe in the Browns. I still don't.
I'm going to go the other way.
Oh, wow.
And the only reason why, it's because I feel like the Browns are walking into a Cowboys, game with a little more confidence.
A little bit more, yeah.
Than the Cowboys, for sure. They won 2 games. Cowboys have been very shaky. And I feel like, but again, they're in the crappiest division ever. I mean, look at the Eagles as well, man. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, they could even afford to lose another game.
They're tied with Washington in first place for 1 and 2.
That's ridiculous.
They're 1 and 2.
That's ridiculous.
1 and 2, yeah.
Exactly. Uh-huh. So this is what you got. Only reason why I got the Browns is because I saw them click in the last couple of games. Everybody came hard on them against that Baltimore team. I'm not saying they're winning the whole thing, but I do have them beating the Cowboys just because of the confidence level, how they played the last 2 games. Mayfield has been doing better. I'm not.
He hasn't had to.
I
don't
want to give him too much credit.
I mean, they got 2-headed Monster and Chubb and Hunt. That helps a lot.
They do.
I mean,
they got the running back game,
That's
and they got
That's
good wide receivers.
Exactly.
Man. They got Odell. They got everyone
They
around.
got the good old line, and
He's been doing better.
He's better
throws. He's been making better throws for sure. I mean, it's not
he's
perfect.
He's doing better off the play action. Once they establish the run, and then they're able to.
What do you think of the Browns defense?
I mean, obviously the Browns defense hasn't shown much. I mean, Myles Garrett is still a beast. He's still kind of come off the edge, but I mean, Browns defense, it's more sporadic for me. I mean, obviously Joe Burrow kind of really, they put up 31 points on them. So I think the Cowboys are in a good spot here. Cowboys defense has been absolutely atrocious. They've been getting torched every game. But the Cowboys have too much, especially at home, they have too much talent not to win this game.
I agree.
They have too much talent.
I agree with you with the Cowboys side, but I think the Browns, the only reason I'm giving it to the Browns is because of the confidence level. It helps. And I think,
especially with Baker. I feel like Baker is like up and down with his confidence. He needs to get that swag back. He needs to really, he works
he needs to calm down with the swag.
No, he's been very humble this year.
Good.
He's been very humble.
That's good.
No, I don't think that's good. I think you need him like he was playing at Oklahoma. He needs to have that chip on his shoulder. He needs to be that fiery
That
Baker.
swag didn't work in the NFL. Some people's swag works in the NFL, not Baker's.
No, I think you need that fire, especially as a quarterback. You got to lead by example. I think he needs it. I think he's playing better football when he's showing that little bit of swag and fire in him.
All right. To the next one, my friend. We've got the Cardinals versus the Panthers. The line is at 3.5. Cardinals are playing away, and they are favored in this game.
I mean, obviously, I've never been.
Panthers are messy, man.
I've never been a believer in the Cardinals at all. And then I finally bet on them last week. I'm like, okay, Kyler looks good.
Right. Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah.
Like Kyler looks good.
Yeah, I remember. I stayed away from that.
I know,
one.
but I was like maybe they're good. Maybe he looks good. DeAndre Hopkins. And then what do? They end up going and losing.
Hopkins have been catching some good stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, basically their offense is Murray scrambling around, finding Hopkins. I think Murray showed a lot of flaws last week in his game.
You and I got into an argument about this last week. I told you he doesn't have enough help, and you blew up on me.
Yeah, I did blow up on you because you're on crack, dude.
You shut your mouth. I was like,
Murray only has help. He has a top 10 back in Kenyon Drake. Okay. He's got Christian Kirk. He's got Larry Fitzgerald. He's got freaking DeAndre Hopkins.
Yes, I agree with the Hopkins pick, by the way. Yes, I agree.
Plenty of room. He showed last week.
So what do you think they're missing? He's
not missing anything. His arm is... It's sporadic. His accuracy, his decision making when he's throwing the ball is very sporadic. Yep. I remember this play. It was 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
They got the ball kind of close to midfield. It's a tie game. And what does he do? He throws a 50-yard pass into double coverage. What the hell are you doing on 3rd and 2? You're throwing a 50-yard pass with the game on. And after that, they never got the ball. The Lions got the ball back. They drove down and kicked a game-winning field goal. Just little decisions like that. And also he threw it in double coverage. Another time it got picked off. It looked like, obviously with his legs, it's a whole nother story. He trusts his legs. He looks great. But at times throwing the ball, he could be a little bit inaccurate, and he makes those head-scratching decisions. Obviously, he's played one full year, so you don't want to look too much into it. I'm just saying to trust him quite yet.
Yeah.
People are getting a little too high in the Cardinals, and the Lions brought them back to life a little bit. And Murray showed his inexperience last week, big time.
Yeah,
big time.
Yeah, he did. We keep forgetting. What was it, like 3rd year in the league?
Second
year in the league.
Yeah,
He's still brand new, homeboy.
It's only his 17th game playing.
He's a very fast quarterback, though.
Of course. At least
would you say he's better at getting out of the pocket and making that first down better than Lamar?
No.
It's like no, don't even.
No.
No, I'm not saying he's at that level, but I think he's a.
He's right behind Lamar.
He's right behind Lamar.
He's behind Lamar.
So who do you got on this one, my friend?
Can you say the line again for me, man?
They are 3.5. Cardinals are favorite.
See, the Panthers actually showed some life. I didn't expect them to go into San Diego last week and win, especially without McCaffrey. Bridgewater played well. The coach, their new coach, Rule, had them playing well. They had some surprising pieces on the outside. I think the Cardinals win this game. I don't feel too confident. I say they win by a field goal. I got the Cardinals winning a tight game.
So you don't have them covering?
3.5.
Non-cover, all right. I do have them covering by touchdown.
We'll see if they bounce back
Panthers
here.
are very, just because I don't believe in the Panthers at all. I think, even though they won last week, very messy. It's a very messy team. McCaffrey's out. I mean, it already looked bad, and then you take the best player in the team, and now he's done for what, the season?
No, another
For
5
6
weeks.
weeks? Okay.
Yeah, another 5 weeks now because he was out last week. Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
I don't know. I don't believe in that team too much, even though they are playing home. I do have the Cardinals beating them.
Kylie's just got to take care of the ball. A few
Yeah.
turnovers last
He
week.
does need to calm down with those
sporadic
throws. I
decision,
agree.
and
I agree.
so-
Mostly
I mean-
third down. I feel like he gets very overwhelmed in third down. He's calm down, breathe, and just take your time. You
Yep,
know what I mean?
There you go.
Your
Yeah,
O-line
see,
is gonna do their
sometimes, though,
job.
with those inexperienced quarterbacks, they don't trust their pocket. You see, they get
Yeah.
that happy feet. That you
Yeah,
know,
they
like,
do get the happy feet. I
you
heard
just-
you saying that plenty last
come on,
week.
you know, trust your O line. You got to stand in the pocket, stand tall, and make that throw. It's very important on third down.
I agree.
That's where quarterbacks make their money.
I agree.
On third down.
All right, to the next one, a fun one. A 3-0 Bears.
Bears, baby. I was waiting.
The second I said 3-0, your eyes just like went,
Yes.
like opened up.
Dude, look how excited I am. We have a functional NFL quarterback.
All right, well, hold on before we. Okay,
Who's
so-
more excited, me or Matt Nagy? Because Matt Nagy actually could call a play where they throw it downfield more than 10 yards.
All right, question.
It's going to open up the whole playbook.
Question:
What?
Should we buy into this Bears team?
Why
No,
not?
no.
Why not,
No,
dog?
again, hold on.
Why-
Let me finish
what?
my question.
What?
I
What?
need your non-biased
This is-
opinion.
okay.
Stop it. Stop it.
Dude,
I need you to not
feel
be.
like a little kid on Christmas again.
Don't be a
man.
Kyler Murray right now. I need you to calm down, take a step back, and just breathe. Oosa, baby. Oosa. There you go. And then tell me what you think. Nick Foles is the starter.
Bears Super Bowl.
We got a good
Book it.
defense. Really?
Book
Really? Who's coming
I'm
out?
just excited,
who's
man.
first in
I'm
that division?
excited.
Who's first in that
Obviously,
division?
the Packers are a better team. They're clearing away the favorite in that division. Let's
Okay.
not get it wrong.
Okay. I like that. That's a non-biased opinion.
Okay,
that's
I
good.
never thought I would say this, but 7 teams in each conference are making the playoffs this
Yeah.
year, so it's another team.
Yeah.
I mean,
The Bears are definitely going to be one of them. Yeah. I know
well,
what you mean.
not
I know.
definitely, but at 3-0, they're in a good spot right now.
Right.
I mean, at
Can
3-0,
I remind you that they beat
I
a
know,
Giants, a
I
Lions?
know. I understand that, but
just-
they have.
I don't want to poop in your
but they
parade.
have
I
a
just don't want to rain in your parade.
They have a functional NFL quarterback now. They have a guy who could actually throw the ball. And I think this is going to make a big difference in Nagy's offense because for the last 3 years, Nagy had to keep calling plays where they couldn't stretch the field. I think this is going to open up the run game. I think this is really going to open up things on the offense. This will be, I mean, obviously, I don't feel super highly on Nick Foles.
Before you make your pick, I just want to know what we're missing here.
What we're
Because
missing.
Vegas has the Colts as favorite.
Because
And
people
we're-
don't believe in the Bears.
And
Rightfully
we're playing,
so.
And we're playing at home.
Rightfully so.
Not by much, 2.5.
Yeah, the Colts. I saw
2.5.
that line. I was a little surprised at that line. I honestly thought it was going to be a
Colts are-
pick-em game.
Yeah.
See, the thing with the Colts is they have a very solid defense, and their offensive line is terrific. So they're going to control the clock. They're going to run it. And Phillip Rivers, I think he's starting to know his role a little bit in Indy. Don't turn the ball over. Be a little bit more of a game manager. Let the defense and run game win. One of the battles I'm very excited to see is the Bears D-line against the Colts top-tier offensive line. I want to see if they're still able to get pressure on Phil and still kind of shoot the gaps and kill that run game.
Yeah,
We'll
his
see.
role changed with the Chargers tremendously because he was
Oh, yeah.
the guy. Like
He's not-
everything
see,
was running through the
way the
offense.
Colts are set up right now, they have a good defense, good offensive line, and they could
Yeah.
run the ball.
Yeah.
He's not going to have to chuck it 40 times a game now to win.
No.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was fun to watch the Chargers because of those throws.
of course.
man.
I mean,
Wild.
it was fun.
Wild.
Always. It was. You bet you like every single week. Phillip Rivers had to go 90 yards,
Yeah.
down 6 points.
He either
Here he
come-
is running the 2-minute huddle.
He either comes
every
out as
single
the
week.
villain or
Right.
he comes out as the
Every
hero.
single week,
There's
yeah.
no middle with him.
Yeah,
Nothing.
I
So yeah,
swear.
his role changed tremendously.
I
big
mean, we'll
time
see.
with
I'm
Colts.
I'm intrigued. I'm really intrigued to see how the Bears offense does because the Colts defense is pretty legit. I think they're a top 5 defense.
Okay.
And this is the first real defense the Bears are going to play.
So
They played 3 bottom
I know
feeders.
I know your biased pick. I already put it down. No, I didn't. But I want your non-biased pick here. And do they cover? Non-biased.
Well, non-biased pick, I have the
I-
Bears winning by a field goal. I have the Bears winning 24-21.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a tight game, but the Bears are at home. I think they I think not only are you going to see an extra juice from the offense because they have Nick Foles in, but I think you're going to see a little extra juice from the defense as well, knowing that they actually have a functional NFL quarterback.
And I'm going to agree with you on that when I think the Bears, win. I think they
win.
win.
The Colts are a solid team, but come on, Bears,
I think it's
let's
going to
go.
be a very
4-0.
tight game.
4-0, let's go.
I think it's going to be a very tight game.
I do. I think it's going to be a good game.
I think it's going to be within that field goal kind of
Obviously,
score.
it's hard to picture the Bears blowing anyone out because we don't know how Nick Foles is going to be in this offense.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I don't want to buy too much into Nick Foles, even though I love the kid very much. Remember, he is a player who is not the greatest QB when it comes to, postseason. I just want to say.
What, Foles?
Yeah.
When it comes to postseason, he is.
Yeah, that's okay. So no, I'm sorry. I'm saying before the playoffs, he's not the best player. But not the best QB to have.
Of course, I mean,
when it
his
comes
track
to
record shows
when it comes
itself.
to postseason, I'm sorry, I missed that up completely. When it comes to postseason, he is definitely the QB to have.
He seems to step up in like big moments. See, the thing which impressed me so much about Foles last week is he was running with the practice squad. He was running with the third team.
Okay.
So he wasn't even practicing with the starters. And then you get thrown into the game in the third quarter and you're able to lead your team back, throw 3 touchdowns. It could have been 4.
Yeah.
It was impressive what he did.
Because of the situation
Obviously,
they were in.
it was
and
the
again,
Falcons defense.
And again, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta give some of that blame to the Falcons.
Of course.
They
That's why
always find a way
They
to
do.
give so many points just away. They'd be up by 2, 3 touchdowns. They'd be like, no, we don't want to win today.
I don't want to look too far
Here we
ahead,
go.
but if the Bears win this game, it's 4-0, right? And then they play on Thursday against the Bucks. So it could be the 3-1 Bucks against the 4-0 Bears on Thursday night. How about that? Next Thursday. They got 2 games in 4 days.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
sure.
Come on,
I
man.
don't like that they're. I know. By the way, I understand what you're saying. I'm worried about them. They're playing Sunday.
Of
They're playing
course.
another game on Thursday, and they're not
Of course
playing
I'm
a
worried
freaking
about
crappy
that.
team. They're playing
2
versus
good teams. 2 good teams in 4 days. What, the Colts and Bucks? Those are 2 playoff teams.
I think we're at the
on the verge.
level of the Colts. I think the Bucks
I'm
are
just saying
a much
these
better
next
team.
2
I don't know if I would say.
I think
at
this is perfect time for Foles to come in. These are 2 measuring stick games. Yeah, we played dog shit the last 3 weeks. Now we finally play some good defenses.
we played
Let's see
dog
how we
shit
respond.
and we won.
Hey, 3-0, 3-0.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
All right.
If we're 3-0 and Trubisky's still starter,
I do
you
have
see
the
me
Bears.
slouch.
I do have them winning this game, but I think
Come on,
it's
Bears,
gonna
let's
be very
go.
tight. It's gonna be very
Let's
tight.
go 4-0, baby.
Okay, on to the next one. Ravens versus Washington's. Ravens favor, of course, by 2 touchdowns, and they're playing away.
All right, I could see that. That spread makes sense. A 2 touchdown game. I think the thing is to look with
It's
is
a bit much.
a bit much.
I
You
feel
think?
like.
Yeah, I know. 14's a little.
It's
14's a
always
little.
hard to bet on that. 14.
I know it's always a little bit tough, but I mean, Washington. I think the big thing to look out here is I hear Chase Young's hurt and he's not going to play. I mean, Chase Young has been a disruptor on the defensive end. I think he makes a huge difference. I honestly see the. I mean, I hate saying take a team by more than 2 touchdowns, especially 14. But I see the Ravens coming out here a little bit angry, a little bit pissed off. And, I mean, they were humbled last week against the Chiefs. But I see them coming back, and I expect a big game from Lamar. I mean, there's no reason to. Against the Washington defense with Young out, he's got to come back and, really establish himself again in MVP form.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see it from him. I think the Ravens are going to blow him out. That's what I think. I never feel comfortable with covering 14 because you always got that backdoor cover you got to worry about. But
So this is a perfect teaser kind of play?
I mean, yeah, if you were to tease it down to 7, I'd feel real comfortable doing that. But, I mean, I see the Ravens winning like 31-14. That's where I kind of got this game at.
So do you have them covering the 14 or no?
Yeah, I say so.
All right.
I'd say they cover the 14.
I don't know. I do have Baltimore, of course, winning.
Yeah,
That's
of course, yeah.
no-brainer. I don't know about the 14 point. That's always risky, and I'm gonna say they don't cover. Just because, confidence is gonna be hurt a little bit after what happened last week. You see it going the other way. You see them bouncing back. I do see them bouncing back. I don't know. Washington can give them a little trouble. I don't see
We'll see.
Washington winning in any possible way.
Yeah.
But I see that, I see them winning by 10 points. I do see Baltimore winning by 10 points for sure.
Okay. All right.
All right, to the next one. Got the Giants versus the Rams.
Giants, Rams. What's that line?
So the Rams are playing home,
11-ish?
and the Rams, sir, are gonna be around 13 and a half.
13 and a half. Wow. Okay. Well, obviously the
That's
Giants.
a rough one.
The Giants look absolutely atrocious. I
Yeah.
mean,
I'm already writing down Rams for both of us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm
Right
already,
down the Rams.
I'm already
it
writing
depends.
down the Rams for both
I
of us.
mean-
I just want to know if they cover or
I
not.
mean, come on. Danny Luce changed last week looked atrocious against a very banged up 49ers team. I mean, that might have been one of his worst games ever because that just looked bad.
Is Daniel Jones the guy?
It's still too early to tell. He's had some nice games. I think he throws a nice ball. To me, I still think he's a little too weak. He's very fragile. He fumbled 18 times last year. He's just very fragile. He reminds me a lot of Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford, you know.
Not Eli? Doesn't it remind you a little bit of Eli?
I mean, you know, yeah, you could see a little. Yeah, but no, Eli.
The way he stands, the way he's in the
but
pocket, the way.
But that'd be doing Daniel a lot of justice. Come on, Eli's, you know.
What?
Eli, come on.
What?
You
I'm waiting
can't-
for you
yeah,
to
no,
say it.
no,
I'm not saying
Nothing.
anything.
I'm just saying.
I'm
I
waiting
mean,
for you to
Eli's
say
going to be a Hall of Famer whether you like it
agree.
or not.
I agree.
I mean, yeah, he's a 500 quarterback, but he won 2 Super Bowls, and I feel just like the Manning name's going to get him in. So I don't want to compare Daniel Jones
No, I
to a
don't think
future Hall of
I don't
Famer
think
yet.
it's- I don't think
I want to compare more to Sam Bradford because I think he throws a nice ball right now, but he's very weak. He fumbles a lot, and he looks fragile in the pocket to me. He looks scared to take a hit at times. But who wouldn't though? I mean, he's freaking. He's pretty skinny. I wouldn't want to get hit by a huge guy either.
Yeah.
The Rams looked somewhat impressive. They had a slow start in Buffalo last week, but I feel like, you know, even Sean McVay's got those boys playing pretty well. I mean, their run game's established. Jared Goff looks, you know, actually decent this year.
He does.
He actually looks decent.
We're giving credit to Jared Goff.
I
never
am.
thought I'd
I
see
hate
the
that
day.
guy. I hate that guy.
I never thought I'd see the day because he screwed us so many freaking times. I've lost count, like seriously. But he is having a decent
year.
season
I got the
so
Rams
far.
winning by 2 touchdowns in this game. I'd say 2-score game. They win by 2. I mean, just New York.
It's hard, man.
New York football's a
This
mess.
is gonna be
New
a
York football's
perfect
a mess.
tease. A pick for a tease, winning them by a touchdown, bringing them down to like 1 touchdown, like 6.5. I do have him covering just because they're playing the Giants. It's not, dude. The Bears beat them with Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not
That's all
much
you need
over
to
there.
say.
That's all you need to say. There's not much over there. I do see the Rams going 2 touchdowns over. Yeah, no problem. Patriots versus the Chiefs.
Oh, this is a good
This
one.
is a good
This
one.
is a good one. It's in Kansas City, right?
Yeah,
So,
and
six,
the line is actually
7?
interesting. 7.
7?
It's not much.
Okay. See, the thing is, actually, oddly, New England's defense, obviously it's Bill Belichick, you know, one of the best defensive minds ever, has done a good job of slowing down Mahomes. I saw this stat where Mahomes' passer rating against everyone else is, you know, high 90s, but against New England, Bill Belichick's led defense, it was in the 60s, like mid 60s, like 64, 65. So obviously, I think Belichick takes a lot of pride in trying to, you know, really stop those top tier guys, top tier offenses, because he's still a defensive mind. But I mean, the way the Chiefs are rolling right now, it's hard to pick against them.
agree.
I mean, come on. I mean, they look good. The Chiefs look good. I think they cover. I really do. I think they win by 10 points here. I feel fairly confident. If you don't feel confident in, you know, obviously you could tease them down to 1. They're at home against the Patriots. Patriots look all right this year.
They do.
I mean, their only loss came in Seattle, and it's a close one.
You just said they look all right, and that's where they're at. That's why I have them at.
I think they're better than all right.
No.
Better than all
I know,
right. They're
he
2-1.
He just switched up real quick on me. No, all right is what I have him, and that's the thing. I don't think Cam is the problem. I think he doesn't have enough weapons. I mean,
He doesn't have enough weapons, and the defense isn't the same. Gilmore's still not playing the same. I
Yeah.
mean, this isn't the same defense as the last 2 years for the Patriots.
Well, even
and
last year it
showed.
wasn't that good.
Last year was pretty good. It carried them to a lot of wins. I mean,
They lost the first freaking game of the playoffs. I'm just
I
saying.
know, but
mean,
yeah, they
defense
also
had a
let up
big-
17 points in that playoff game. Come on now.
I agree.
on
But I'm
now.
just saying defense had part of that game as well, and they didn't do as much as everybody expected them to do. They lost to a Titans team. So I don't know. I'm not trying to like say Titans sucked or whatever, but I'm just saying I don't believe in the weapons that is been given to Cam
Okay.
this year. Mostly when it comes to offense as well. Defense not very hot. Yeah, I agree, but I feel like they're missing a lot in the offense game.
Of course, yeah.
Everybody's getting old in that team. What's God? I always forget his name.
What, Edelman?
Edelman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think is it time for new wide receivers or?
Well, yeah, it has been time. They don't have a true number one receiver. I mean, they really don't have a true playmaker at tight end. Obviously, I mean, yeah, I mean, they need more. They need help at the skilled position. I mean, I don't even know who their number one receiver is. Edelman's. Yeah, Edelman's not a true number one because he plays in the slot. Yeah, I mean, you need a possession receiver. You need a guy who's going to stick it at that marker on 3rd and 7, box him out, and make a tough catch. And they really don't have someone who could catch those contested balls.
Do you have him covering the 7?
I do. I think the Chiefs cover. I think they win by 10. I say it's like a 31-21 ball game. Chiefs.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. That's where I'm at too. Let me ask you this before I move on from the Patriots. Should they re-sign Cam Newton to a longer contract?
I mean, obviously, it's still early right now. Let's see
Okay.
him get through a season healthy first.
Oh, you want to see the whole season? Because they only signed him to a 1-year deal.
Of course, I know that.
So
But
you
it's
don't
been,
see
it's been
him-
3 games, and they're running the shit out of him. Yeah, Cam looks good, and he does look healthy.
You don't
But
want to
all
see
it
like a
takes
new
is one
deal,
hit
like
to that foot again, and then you're in the same situation again. Yes, he looks healthy, but then again, he's still running it 10 to 15 times a game. And we've been watching the Patriots game. Cam ain't sliding. He's putting his shoulder through defenders.
Yeah.
And yes, it looks good, and it's good for the score, and it's good for the game, and it's very hard to stop. But he's 31 now. It's
Yeah.
not like he's 24 years old. I mean, there's a reason why his time in Carolina ended, because he played like this. And I don't know. They're going to run him to death in New England right now. That's what it's looking like.
Yep, I agree.
Just learn to slide, Cam.
Yeah.
Just avoid some hits. I
Yeah,
know you're
learn
a tough
to slide,
kid.
Cam. That's what it is.
I know you're a tough guy, but just it's okay to go out of bounds sometimes.
Bills versus Raiders. Raiders are playing at home. Do you believe in the Bills?
As
I'll
of
give
right
you the
now,
line in
I
a second.
mean, I think it's the Bills favored by 3 right now. Is I think
Yep.
where I got it at.
Yep, 3.5.
yeah. Okay,
so
3
the
and a
Bills
half.
are favored by 3.5.
No, I see I mean, obviously, traveling to the West Coast is always tough, and the Raiders are 1-0 in their new stadium. But hey, man, the Bills look good right now. Yeah, the defense looks a little shaky, which I'm surprised. They have too much talent on that defense
They got
for
a
them
good
not to step up.
offense.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. As of right now, their offense is looking good. Josh Allen's slinging the ball. Their new toy and Stephon Diggs is looking good. Singletary's running pretty well. I mean,
Josh Brown looking really
John
good.
Brown, John
I'm
Brown.
sorry, John Brown's
No,
looking
they
really
definitely
good.
got some weapons. I see the Bills winning this game. I mean, they're 3-0 right now. I'm gonna ride them until they prove me otherwise. But as of right now, they look like a strong contender. And the Raiders are hit or miss. I mean, they got blown out in New England. We shouldn't be too surprised. Yeah, the Raiders beat the Saints at home.
Should we take our Raiders again? Make the same mistake we did when we picked the Saints over at home. The Raiders at home. Should we pick? I mean, should we choose against the Raiders team again at home?
I mean, the Raiders are a very balanced team. They've shown that they've actually looked pretty solid so far, standing at 2-1. But I just got a hunch about the Bills in this game. I
agree.
think they win this game.
All right, I do have the Bills covering as well. Do you have them covering?
Yeah, I do.
All right, cool. Oh God, this is gonna be a fun one. Eagles
Oh,
versus
boy.
San Francisco
Oh, boy.
versus the 49ers.
All right.
I want to start. I don't want to see the line yet. Out of whatever it is, it's against the Eagles. I don't believe in the Eagles this year, man.
Well, no shit.
They
look at them.
are shit.
They look at them. Look
They
at
are
them.
crap.
Well, they are banged up.
They're no good.
They're banged up, which does not help at all.
Sorry, Philly. You
But
got a
the Niners are
shitty
banged up.
quarterback.
Well, I wouldn't say a shitty quarterback.
I think he's very atrocious.
Atrocious. I wouldn't go that far. They just paid him all that money.
Yeah, I think he is. I don't
Come
think
on.
he's worthy of it. I'm just saying, I do not.
I don't think the book's out on Carson yet. Let's just wait and see when he has some healthy receivers, a healthy O-line, and see what he could do. I think, he has not played well this year at all. It has not looked good. The Eagles don't look like a good team.
It's been exhausting to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
It
like
has
you
been.
tie
Those
to
Philly
a-
fans can't be happy. They cannot be happy right now.
You tie a Bengals team.
Yeah.
Come on.
You thought they were going to come out and win that game and
Something.
something. Yeah, the Eagles look like a hot mess. The 49ers, half their team's at the hospital right now.
49ers are favored by 7.
By 7?
They're playing home.
Just keep an eye on who's playing. George Kittle's questionable right now. Jimmy Garoppolo's questionable. But I can't see the Eagles traveling across the country and winning. They've shown absolutely nothing. Obviously, to take the Niners -7, I would have to see the injury report.
I don't. I have them covering.
You have them
because
covering no matter
because
who's
even
playing?
last week they were banged up and
Oh yeah, they
put
look
on
well.
a
Yeah.
solid.
They got a great coach in
Yeah, man.
Shanahan. They got a great running game.
They put on a solid
It was against
game.
the Giants, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, but again, 5 of their starters were out.
Oh,
Any
yeah.
team in the league who take 5 of their starters out of their starting lineup, they're not going to look
Oh
good.
yeah,
San Francisco looked okay, even without Garoppolo.
They did. That's the thing. They're built more on their running game and the play action game. So, but I heard Garoppolo may be giving it a go. So yeah, I would ride the Niners here. I mean,
Covering?
the Eagles have shown us no faith. I don't feel terrific in the
Right.
49ers covering. I think they're going to win around 6 or 7. So that's where I got the game at.
All right, cool. Falcons versus Packers. That's the Monday night.
Monday night in Green Bay, right?
Yeah, it is.
In Green Bay.
Before we get to that, Steelers versus Titans. Is that still happening on Monday?
Postponed till week 7. So it won't be played until 3 weeks.
So this is gonna be kind of a bye for like fantasy football players.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a bye for fantasy players. So
Okay. Makes sense.
yeah, make sure to get those guys out of the lineup ASAP.
Yeah, 49ers and Steelers. I mean, not 49ers. I'm sorry. Titans and Steelers guys out of your lineup. All right. So Falcons versus Packers.
I mean,
You buying the Kool-Aid with the Packers?
well, it's hard not to right now. The
It
only
is.
thing about the Packers is they're very banged up. Devontae Adams should be out again, and also their number 2 receiver who had a big game last week in New Orleans, Alan Lazard.
Yeah.
He's actually out as well. So I mean, you got to pay attention to that. Does it really matter who Aaron Rodgers is thrown to right now? Maybe a little bit, but the way he's playing, he's in MVP form, and it looks like he's just playing with that chip on his shoulder. I got the Packers winning this game. Obviously, you don't want to say.
By the way, the line is at 7.
7.
Do you have them covering?
About 7. The thing is, the Falcons could score. I think the Falcons are going to put up at least 24 points. I mean, they have shown their offense is very talented. Yeah, they've been the laughing stock. The Falcons should not be 0-3, obviously, versus the Cowboys and against the Bears.
You're having a hard time with this one.
Because it's the damn Dirty Birds, man.
It is a dirty
It's the
bird.
bird. I could never bet with them.
Is it
'cause
time
it's
to
a-
find the coaching staff now?
Oh, yeah.
Before the
It's been
season
time.
ends?
Yeah, it's been time. The Falcons have way too much talent for them to be going through these problems. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
think against that,
Dan
but-
Quinn's in the hot seat. I mean,
He's in a super
yeah,
hot seat,
him
man.
and Adam Gase are going to be chilling somewhere here in a few weeks if they
Okay,
don't
Kane
shape it up.
Cohen in 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. I agree. I think the coaching staff is in hot seat. I don't know, man. It's hard.
There's no excuses.
It is.
They
no
got the
excuses.
talent.
You
They
had
got
you,
the talent on the
should have
offensive end.
beat the Cowboys. Should have beat the Bears. Who else did they play?
Yeah.
It was game 2.
Yeah.
Who else did they play in game 2?
No, game 1?
No, I know they played the Cowboys in game. Who did they play in
Okay.
game 1?
I forget who they played in game
I'll
1.
pull it up. But you should have won at least 2 of your 3 losses.
Oh, yeah.
You were super up versus the Cowboys. You were super up.
Oh, they played Seattle week 1.
Oh,
in
so-
Seattle,
okay.
yeah. So
That
tough.
makes
That's
sense. That
tough.
one is fine. One makes sense. But you should be 2-1. You should have
They
closed the
should.
deal.
No
versus
doubt
the
about
Bears.
it. And that falls on the coaching staff. No doubt.
Yeah. I can't even blame. What? Whose phone was that?
I
Talking?
believe that was yours, as always.
My
One of
my
yours.
phone.
Your
One
phone's
of
always
my
phone.
going off, dude.
Always talking as always. No, I do have the Packers covering the 7, just because, like you said, Aaron Rodgers, man, he's just so talented, and he doesn't look like he's taking a step back anytime soon.
I think this game's going to be a shootout. Definitely going to be a shootout. I mean,
I'd love-
Packers defense isn't. I'm still not super sold on them, and the Falcons could score, but I mean, I can't. Come on, it's the Falcons.
All right.
They may crumble here.
So you have the Packers covering
Yeah,
by
I got the
touchdown.
Packers winning.
All right, and that's our
All
NFL
right,
news
I'm
right
excited.
here.
Let's win some money this week, guys.
Picks.
Come on.
Let's do this. Let's
go,
do
man.
it. You liking this NFL COVID.
As of right now, I'm
like
up,
only one team with couple
so
players.
three
Not
weeks
bad.
in. I think I'm up around like $1,500-$1,600.
I was talking about the COVID situation. Don't flip it too
Why
much.
are we talking about COVID again?
What?
What is this shit?
Well, because the first game already got canceled. We have to bring it
no,
up.
it got postponed.
I'm sorry, it got
Watch your
postponed
language.
to week 7. Do you feel like it's gonna be more? Wait, hey, Boris and the first lady got COVID. So
Yeah, I heard.
yeah, last
so,
night.
Uh-huh.
Dude, it's not looking good, is it? I don't think he was drinking enough bleach.
Maybe not. Yeah, he's got to inject it in there, as he says.
I don't think he was
Oh, man.
drinking. Well, hey, maybe it'll just go away, like he said.
Can't believe I actually watched that freaking debate. I watched the presidential.
I watched
Well,
that debate.
someone that has never voted and who gives two shits about politics.
That's not a good thing. We
actually
want
voted.
people to go out.
Yeah, go vote. Do what you gotta do.
Like, go vote. Go. It was ugly. It was ugly.
You're not gonna see.
It was ugly.
I'm not a role model, as I said. I don't know if
None
all,
of us
all
are.
our couple
None
thousand
of us
viewers
are
out
role
there,
models.
but definitely not me.
I heard a good quote about it. You want to hear it? They said civility was the first casualty of this debate because all they were doing was arguing back and forth.
Well, the first
And they
thing
couldn't even be
I
civil.
went and like, I put on my Facebook post. I was like, hey, guess who's not gonna be the winner in this election? Not America.
No,
like you
not
can't
at
win.
all. See,
in
I
any-
mean, as I said, I don't know. Like, I'm coming from a neutral point of view. I'm not Democratic. I'm not Republican. I'm not cheering for anyone.
Right.
I'm just coming from a neutral point of view. But I'm like,
It's looking ugly, man.
But the thing is, like, all these serious issues in this country, and these two are just going back and forth. Your son's a cocaine fed, this and that. You're a liar. You're a clown.
But
I'm like, dude,
hey,
we have millions
His
of
son was a cokehead, though.
What the fuck does that have
I
to do with
agree.
our country?
I agree.
This is coming from a neutral point of view. Just neutral. I've never watched a debate
Right.
before. I've never
Right.
voted. I'm just
But
like,
that's,
I don't.
That's
politics
Trump
don't-
being Trump. He's a douchebag.
I'm just, yeah. So
I don't-
for me,
I don't
it,
like Trump.
it was like a shock
For
for me.
all you guys out there surprised, ooh, I don't freaking like Trump. I don't know. I brought Trump's people a couple of times to my show. People worked in his campaign.
I understand.
People who support Trump, whatever.
And you could, like,
and that's
you
fine. I
could
can
su-
have a conversation with these people.
And you could support the guy. It's just like,
I can't stand the guy. Thank you for finishing up my line.
No,
It's
it
can't
is.
You're right. You could support the guy.
you
I
could
can't
suppo-
stand
No,
the
I'm
guy.
saying, even if you support the guy, it was hard after that debate not to be a
Yeah.
little angry at him.
Yeah.
You're just being rude. You're arrogant. You're not answering the questions.
You're cutting the
And
mic all the
you-
time.
you're
You're not
cutting the
letting him
mic.
answer either.
And the thing, come on, man. There's so many serious problems out there than Joe Biden's son
We
being
need-
a former
we need a
guy who
t-shirt.
like blow.
We need a T-shirt that says "Come on, man."
Oh
like
yeah,
with
big
Biden,
time.
it's like, he just kept saying, "Shut up, man!
Yeah.
Just come on."
Biden
man.
almost got sucked into it. Called him a clown a few
He
times.
did, yeah.
He
He-
almost
yeah,
got
yeah.
under his skin,
Yeah.
but then Biden regrouped.
Dude, if you thought this one was bad, you should have. I know you never watched any debates. You should have seen the one with Hillary. He was
Oh,
like
boy.
stalking her because they were able to like get up from their seats and
He
like
was
take
following
questions
her
and
around.
walk
Oh, yeah,
around and
yeah.
stuff. Every time she turned around, he'd just be breathing down her neck.
That's in the second debate, right? Where they're
Yeah, I
able to
think
take
yeah.
questions
It
and
was
stuff.
ugly.
See,
It was ugly.
During
And
the
I-
debate, I'm like, this is why I stick to sports. I was like, I finally, like, I'm starting to get old enough, you know, where, like,
Yes.
I'm maybe starting to care about politics. You know, like, when you're younger, like, the politics, it doesn't
Right.
really affect you too
Right,
much,
right,
you
right.
know, when you're, you know, it doesn't affect you as
Right.
much. But when you're starting to get older and you care about that stuff, I'm like, this is why I stick to sports, man.
Yeah, and
on.
I agree with you, man. I 100% agree with you there. Let's go back to sports.
Please.
NBA. Yeah, no,
Please,
I don't know. how We
get me
took that
back.
wrong. We took a wrong turn somewhere. Let's make a U-turn
Yeah,
and come back on the
quick,
highway.
Quick.
Um,
Let's hop off that road, please.
NBA, Doc Rivers to Philly.
I'm not surprised. I mean, you knew
2
Doc-
days after he
I
gets
know.
fired.
Well,
2
it shows.
days.
I mean, Doc's a big name. I mean, obviously, he's got a lot of respect from the players, and especially with a big name in Simmons and Embiid. I mean, I like the hire for Philly. I mean, you can't do worse than Brett Brown, right?
You can't.
I mean,
You're right on that. But I think, again, and I'm going to say this, and you guys can go back and watch it. I don't see
I did love-
Philly with Doc winning in any way possible. I don't. And I'll tell you why. Just because of what I said about him in Boston previously.
Mm-hmm.
He should have won more in Boston. He has a Ben Simmons that and I want you to hear this before you jump on my throat, could be the best player in the NBA.
Oh, he has the talent to.
But he will not be. He can't even break into the top 10 right now, in my view, because he can't shoot a lick.
A lick.
A
he
lick.
Can't even shoot free.
He can't shoot a lick.
It's very, very, very sad to see because in high school he relied, I'm 6'9", I could take it to the rim. Even in college he could do the same thing.
Yeah, but it's not past the NBA.
The thing, it shows that he doesn't work on his jump shot the summer at all because there's absolutely no excuse for it.
I don't think that's true. I don't want to agree with that. I think he does. I think it's something with the confidence.
It's not the confidence. It's him in the gym. It's more him about worrying which Kardashian he's going to date, which TMZ story he's going to be on.
Because,
that's what he cares about more right now. He likes the NBA fame, but you could tell he's not a hungry. He's not a gym rat. He's not it doesn't seem like he's a winner, you know? He's still relying on that athletic ability that got him this far. And he's like, hey, I score 12 points a game. I get 10 assists. Maybe I'm happy with that. I'm a millionaire already. He just doesn't seem hungry and like a gym rat, you know? I heard a thing like Reggie Miller talking about it. In his prime, like during Reggie Miller's career, how he became a better shooter, he used to shoot 1,500 three-pointers a day. 1,550 in the gym every single day in the offseason. Think of that. That's someone who cares. That's someone who's willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to waste my breath on Simmons because I don't think he's willing to put in the work to take it to the next level. Yep. Hey, if he does and he comes out next year and proves everyone wrong, go for it. But come on, man. He's shown no improvement in this game.
So going back to what I was saying, I agree with everything you said. And then Ben Simmons can shoot. You don't know if you're going to play him as a point guard. You're going to play him as a two.
Right. A power forward. He was playing in the playoffs as a power forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to utilize him. That's the thing, you know.
We don't know. Then I don't see... Again, same problem that I've talked about previously with the Philly team. Embiid and Simmons don't click. They don't click. I don't see it clicking. I don't see it working. They got to get rid of one or the other, or they got to get rid of both.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, Doc's a very respected voice in that locker room. I think he's going to be.
Right.
I mean, a lot more than Brett Brown.
Embiid needs to get in shape.
I'll give Brett Brown. He had a terrific East Coast accent, that Boston accent, the way he talked. I loved it.
Not enough, though.
I really loved it.
Not enough, though. Embiid needs to get in shape.
He hangs down at the harbor.
Yeah, he does at the harbor.
Brett Brown is a local at the harbor. He's a regular.
He lives at the harbor, for sure. At the harbor. Listen, Embiid needs to get in shape. His cardio needs to get better. He needs to be able to go up and down the court much faster than he does. That's a problem. That's a problem. You need to be able to put a label on Tobias Harris.
We'll see.
Either get him involved more.
Tobias played some of his best basketball under Doc in LA. So
I agree.
We'll see if he can
agree. You need to get him involved a little more. I know you were hoping for Butler. Butler went to Miami. Now you're with Tobias. Either do something with him or either trade him.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
We'll see.
Looking confused all the time.
Let's see if Doc
every year we start the year, we keep talking about how in the beginning of the year, Philly is a threat.
Well, yeah,
Philly
because you're looking at the paper. You're
and then
looking on paper.
Freaking 20 games later, I don't know about Philly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we talk about Boston, we'll talk about Bucks, we'll talk about the Heat, we'll talk about everyone else in the East besides Philly.
Yep.
Enough is enough. You got the talent to the roster. If you don't know what to do with it, trade it. Get some picks for it. Rebuild again. Let's go through another process. Let's go through another.
8 years. Just trust the process.
Listen.
Trust.
Hey, the Bulls have been rebuilding for 40 freaking years. Not 40, but I'm just,
Okay.
Like enough is like just if it's not working, process didn't work. Trade away. You'll get some good picks for Simmons. You'll get some good picks for Embiid. A lot of teams would take him, and you'll get a lot of good picks for Tobias for sure.
I don't know if you could sell that to the Philly fan base though right now.
They can't take it anymore, huh?
Come on, man. How many years were they dog shit
we've
before?
Been going through it. We had the
we're not happy. We're not happy. We're angry. Bulls fans were fed up. They were fed up. At least
you can't. You're not moving forward with this team.
Who?
You gotta. Okay, so it is what I'm at. You gotta understand that you will not be moving forward with this Philly team that you have right now.
Maybe
even
if they add some few pieces around it, they've never.
Who? With the
I don't know.
With the space they have, they can add maybe one more piece.
I don't know.
I don't know. Even if you bring in one more piece, I don't think it's gonna be enough to contend versus the Clippers in the West, or I'm sorry, in the finals, or Lakers, or in the East. You still got Miami. They're only getting better. You got Boston. They're gonna get better.
Oh yeah.
You got
That's the first real, Kemba playing with them.
the
real
Bucks.
year,
I heard they're
Hayward.
making out with the idea of bringing Westbrook.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
I don't like that idea. I don't.
The Bucks need another piece because
Not Westbrook. I like a
Okay,
CP3
but
much better than a Westbrook in that
I
team.
agree with that.
Yeah, I think a CP3 because
Well, either way, the Bucks have to make a splash, or Giannis is leaving.
oh yeah, for sure.
They
This
got to
is
make a
it.
splash.
This is it.
They got to make a splash. They got to show that they're very serious. They can't keep the same team and keep losing in the second.
You
and
gotta
third
give him a
round.
point guard. You gotta give him a point guard. And I don't think Westbrook is the answer. I think CP3 is. CP3 is hungry. He wants to win. Not that Westbrook is not hungry. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a dog. He's a pit bull. He goes after you. Great. Can't trust him in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree.
Can't trust him in the fourth quarter. I think CP3 is that floor general that Giannis needs because Giannis doesn't want to handle the ball. Giannis want to be a beast. He wants to go and does what Khabib does. You know what I mean? Just
Well, that's the thing with
ground and pound, baby.
Well,
in a
Milwaukee
way.
needed another guy who could create off the dribble. That's the thing. Middleton was a spot-up shooter. Bledsoe didn't really fill that role. They need someone that could break down the defense and
Yeah.
really ease the burden.
I
on
think you
Giannis.
keep Middleton, you keep Bledsoe because both of them. I can't even give Middleton.
You
a
need
number
someone who
two.
could
Yeah.
create their own shot.
I agree, and that's
That's the thing.
CP3. He could shoot. He could pass. He's really hungry. He knows his time is about to be up. I think he feels more under pressure than Westbrook. The problem with Westbrook, when shit gets hard, he's still talking. He's still barking, and he thinks that he's showing that he's tough. And I'm getting over it.
Yeah,
I'm getting over it.
a lot of people are.
I mean,
lot of people
I'll give
are.
you last playoffs. I don't forgot which game it was exactly. They're down 20, 30 points,
Yeah,
fourth quarter.
I saw it, yeah.
And then he's by LeBron. He's like, "You need to double me. You need to
Yeah,
double me." And
yeah,
LeBron just looked at him and
okay. LeBron's
chuckled,
just
like,
okay.
"What the fuck are you talking about?
I've
Have you
got
seen
better
this?
things I'm
have you,
moving on to,
have you
yeah.
seen the scoreboard?" So he did that in the same series. He got into it with Rondo's brother. These are distractions I shouldn't be dealing with at an important,
And not only that,
playoff
he was
series.
terrible too. His play was atrocious in
Yeah.
the playoffs.
Garbage.
Yeah, he just
Garbage. I should not be dealing when I take a timeout. I shouldn't be like, "Hey, Russell, get your shit together." I should be talking to my team about
right.
what's the next play is. I shouldn't be trying to "Hey, Russ, it's okay. Calm down. It's okay, bro. You need to chill. It's okay. We're going to bounce back." No. I shouldn't be talking to Russ. Russ needs to get his shit. He's a professional NBA player. He needs to get his shit together. That's why I can't trust Russell Westbrook. And to be honest, I'm getting over Russell Westbrook. I don't know him, dude. I can't. Not a fan.
I understand.
Not a fan
Makes
anymore.
a lot of sense. Yeah.
Not a fan anymore. Let's break down game one. Heat versus Lakers.
Oh.
It was
So
ugly.
you
It
wanna-
was ugly.
You want to book that reservation at Saint and Second?
Hey,
'Cause
listen.
This is over.
Listen. This is the problem with you fans, you Laker fans or whatever you fans. You guys
Who's
win
fans?
one game. What was my what did I say?
Dragic and Bam is out.
I agree.
That's
That's a problem.
huge.
That's a problem. I think they're gonna lose game two as well. But
For sure.
the,
Who the hell is gonna guard the Lakers in the paint if Bam is out?
Hero is a big
And
liability in
Goran's
defense.
a huge loss. He was playing some of the best
No,
basketball of
I'm
his
talking
career.
about. Yeah, you're right. So they have Bam,
Those are
Goran.
two key pieces that they need.
Yeah.
They're going to struggle
I
to beat the
think
Lakers.
Hero
without
is a
them.
big liability in defense. I want to say it again.
Oh, big time. Yeah, look at him. He's 20 years old. He's a skinny little cracker.
He can shoot
Of course.
offensively. I love the kid. He needs to defend.
Well, he
I
needs
don't
to
know.
bulk
I
up.
don't
I
know
mean, come
what
on.
to
He's
tell you.
19, 20 years old still.
I agree,
so he's
but
got some.
He's gonna.
It's not
post-
gonna. He's
gonna
not gonna
do
learn how to
something, man.
defend in the next few days. So
Yeah.
it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
The Heat are in a tough spot.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in a tough
Well,
spot. I hate to
hold
see.
up.
And Jimmy Butler rolled his ankle. Did you see that roll too?
Yeah. So I'm hoping it's gonna be a sweep. So I have to book it.
Why?
You said Lakers at 6.
No, we ran the tape. I was gonna buy you the extra bottle of wine for
Oh,
straight up.
we did. Okay.
Run the tape.
I'll make the
Run
reservation.
it.
Looks like I'm
Run
about
it,
to make a
producer.
reservation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on, it doesn't look good.
It's not looking good.
Worst possible start for the Heat. Get blown out and you
Best
injure 3
case scenario for the Heat. Best case scenario for the Heat is that when they expected back by game 3, 4. We don't even
Goran
know.
may be out for the series, and Bam should be back game 3 or 4, but it may be too late by then. It may be too late.
Best case scenario for the Heat, they go down 3-0. They bounce back. They win 2-0. I mean, I'm sorry. They win 2 games. But the Lakers are going to close
That's
win
a
6.
tough.
Yeah.
Not only is the Heat banged up
I'm
now,
saying that's the best case scenario is that the Heat goes down 3 games. They go down 3-0. They win 2 games. That's the most they're going to pull out that Lakers team. They will not win 4 in a row. No chance in hell. Yeah. Yeah, I think
it's sad to see the injuries.
I have the Heat.
because
I don't
really
want
wanted
to
to see it
I don't want
tight.
to switch to the Lakers.
But as of right now, with
It's
the
not looking
injuries,
good. Yeah,
the injuries hurt.
fucked. Yeah.
It hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought she was going to be a good
And the Lakers are playing good. Even before those injuries, they were really clicking on all cylinders.
For sure.
On all cylinders.
For sure, man. Everybody's doing their parts in game 1. Everyone was scoring.
The
Danny Green
Lakers
was
came out.
scoring.
They shot the ball, lights out.
yeah.
They were doing everything they wanted.
Kuz,
They were picking apart the Heat zone.
Green,
Yeah.
AD, LeBron, Rondo. Even Howard was
We'll
playing
see.
big.
I mean, obviously the Heat, they're tough as nails, so hopefully they'll come out and see. But without Bam and Goran this game, I just don't see it. The line moved all the way to 9 now. Lakers favored by 9.
Yeah, I
It
can't-
used to be 4.
I can't
back
say
in
that
game
I
1.
won't be happy for the Lakers winning just because Dwight's and AD again in the first ring. Mostly Dwight. I'm happy that Dwight is going to retire a champion. I'm sorry,
Who
man.
cares?
What do you mean, who cares?
Who cares? Waste of
Why?
talent.
Who? Dwight?
Dwight, Superman, my ass.
It's all right. I mean, he's not Shaq talent.
All right, if you call yourself Superman, you better live up to it.
Well...
Come on, you can't just name yourself
I agree.
Superman
Yeah,
and wear
no, I
a
agree.
damn cape if you ain't freaking Superman.
That was Shaq's thing. I don't know why he ever
Exactly.
did that.
He
And
was
Shaq is
Superman.
a freaking Superman.
He
I
was
agree.
Superman.
Four
He
rings.
deserves to wear the cape.
Yeah,
he
I agree.
deserves just to get it embedded in his
I
back
agree.
to have the
Shaq
cape.
can't stand Dwight home. He cannot.
Yeah,
stand.
because Dwight was a waste of talent. At least the situation he's in now, it's a good fit for him. He's playing well
Yep.
off the bench, and
Yep.
that's good
Yep.
for the Lakers and good for him right now. So I
I
agree.
mean, he had a good season. I mean, he had a
Yeah,
good,
off the bench,
He had
yeah.
a good. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
let me
he
rephrase. He had a good career
Of-
when he was in Orlando.
Yes, of course.
And then now with the Lakers, but his first thing with the Lakers in Houston, I don't know. I thought he was okay in Houston. By the way, I think a lot of people gave him crap for that Houston thing. I think it was okay.
It was okay,
I think
I mean-
Harden was a ball hogger. He didn't want to share the ball. Dwight was still in that transition where he didn't. He thought he was so
the
gonna.
man, but not
Yeah,
really the man.
you know what I
You
mean.
find out though. You find out the guys who really aren't the man, who truly aren't hungry.
So I think after
they
Houston,
fade
he
off,
knew he
yeah.
wasn't the man anymore.
Oh yeah.
When he started
Oh, big
bouncing
time,
from one
yeah.
team
Oh,
to
yeah.
another to
Mhm.
another, it just looked ugly.
Uh huh.
And then we
We'll
found
see.
the Lakers.
Hopefully
again.
that he could make a series out of it. Let's not count him out yet, but it doesn't look good for them right now.
No, not for the Heat. I
It looks
agree.
good for my stomach though.
I agree. Yeah, you
I
look
love
you
their
look like
food.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. 72nd has some
We
good
had no
stuff.
limits there, so
That's very true. That's very true.
I'm
All right,
looking at that steak and lobster.
let's talk about this weekend before I let you go. Big some big stuff going on this weekend. What do you got going? I know you're gonna be watching the.
I'll be watching football all day Sunday. That's for sure.
Are you gonna be booking it here in Huntington Beach?
Maybe I may watch it here in Huntington Beach. There's a Bears bar down here in Huntington that I may watch the game for.
That'd be
But it
fun.
is Sunday morning though, so it's always hard to get up.
It is at 10 o'clock. That spot is more for a Bears Packer kind of game.
Or maybe on a Thursday night game, Bears Bucks. Maybe go to
I
the
like
bar
that
for that
idea.
game.
I
Maybe
do like
go to
that
the bar.
idea.
Maybe that bar for that game.
I do like that idea. Girlfriend is coming back this
Yeah,
weekend.
she'll be back in town. So we
Right.
plan on going to F45 probably tomorrow morning. So if you see us walking by F45, give us a shout out.
There you go.
Danny Blue Eyes.
Danny Blue Eyes in F45 tomorrow. Book it.
Yeah, that shit works, man. It works.
All right. There you go. We'll be seeing you hopefully very soon. Couple of days.
Couple
We're
of
gonna
days,
have
we'll recap
new
football,
guest,
and
yep.
hopefully we're counting our money from the bookie.
There
on,
you go.
Tuesday
After we
when
won
see
that.
you guys.
Cheddar.
All right,
If you haven't subscribed, go and do so on our Instagram.
please.
Please. We do have a Twitter. if you like Twitter, go
Do
follow
we-
us.
do we have a Twitter?
We do actually have a
Okay,
Twitter.
well, I guess we got a
do have
Twitter. I didn't know we had a
Twitter,
Twitter.
Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, follow us.
You know,
IG.
we do have more platforms where we have the audio, right, production team,
Yeah.
where we have the audio
Production.
side of it.
We are on Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Stitcher, Pandora, and iHeartRadio.
We are moving
You
up
name
in the
it.
world.
You name it.
We're
You can
moving
find us,
up
yeah.
in the world.
And also Google Podcasts too. They have a little platform as well.
Google,
that we're on.
alright.
Google.
So you look it up, you'll find
Yo,
us. We're
Google
there.
me,
We're
dog.
moving up.
Yo, Google me.
Yo,
Google us.
Yo, you need to Google
We're
us.
on Google, man. Google us.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, and have a
on.
wonderful weekend.
Thanks, guys.